Hey guys, OhGinelle here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I just wanted to go over a couple of things that I experienced during my first trimester. OhGinelle is not my name, and if you must know, it's a statement, bitch! So today as I do this video, I am 23 weeks. So I did have everything saved in my app. I use the Ovia app to just keep track of everything that's going on, my appointments, and they have all the little like, your baby should be this size, or your baby should be kicking, and all the developmental things that happens. But I chose to write it down for the purpose of this video because I'm not trying to sit here and be like scrolling, and then I gotta edit all that out. We don't have time for that. So let's start from the very beginning. So around the third week, I did not know I was pregnant yet, but I started getting really funky like chin and like lower cheek acne. Around this time, this was like the beginning of the quarantine, and I was like, what's going on with my skin? So I had done a whole video on using aloe vera to try to like fix my face. Did not know I was pregnant. Then the following week would have been week 4, and that was when I got my positive pregnancy test. Week 5, the cravings started kicking in, and it was for things that I absolutely hate, like chicken. I'm not the biggest meat person, but like all of a sudden I was craving buffalo wings, buffalo wing pizza, all kind of like gross, maybe not gross to you, but gross to me. The following week, which would have been week 6, I started this whole thing where I just had no appetite. I didn't want to eat, period. Like I would go the whole day without eating, and I would force myself to drink smoothies and put lots of like healthy things in it, like kale and chia seeds and fruit, yogurt, just to try to give myself the nutrients I needed because I could not stomach to eat anything. Now during all this time, I really had no nausea, no morning sickness, nothing like that, but I didn't want to eat. And when I did finally start eating, it would be at like 2 in the morning, and I would have a bagel and like some cream cheese, or maybe a bowl of cereal, and that would be it. Around week 7, the headaches started to kick in. I'm gonna be honest, I was hella moody, hella emotional, miserable, and I wasn't really sure if it was just the whole quarantine thing, being at home and worrying about job uncertainty and being pregnant with my first kid and wondering like, what if I lose my job? How am I gonna feed this thing? What am I supposed to do? What about my house? Like, I think it was a combination of everything, and I was just in a mood where I hated people, everybody. Like, I just stayed in my room for like 2 weeks. And my husband was like, I'm gonna just go in the living room. So he kind of just let me have my space, and I was so grateful for that. Around that same time, I started having like this weird spotting and passing this weird like tissue, and it really concerned me. This was around Mother's Day as well, like literally right after I told my mom I'm spotting. So I ended up scheduling an appointment just to go check and make sure everything was okay. And that was when I found out that I had a partial placenta previa. That meant that there was to be no exercise, no sexual intercourse, no strenuous activity, no heavy lifting, none of that. Because basically what that means is a part of the placenta is covering the opening of your cervix. Around week 8 was when I became the driest, crustiest, but just dry. Everything was dry. My skin dry. My breasts started getting larger. My nipples went from cute little raisins to these humongous plums. They were stretching and cracking and peeling, and it was just not nice at all. So I had to come up with a solution, and I normally use like all natural soaps, and I don't like to use anything from the stores because I feel like there's lots of chemicals and stuff in it. So I would always use a blend of my favorite oils to make a body oil, and I just couldn't get the blend together that was going to keep me moisturized throughout the day and not have me slipping and sliding all over the place, staining up on my clothes, staining up on my sheets. And I just started looking for different options. So I came across this company called BODYLUV. I ended up trying their body care system, which included a rose water body wash, a floral infused body oil, a Himalayan salt scrub, and a Himalayan bath salt soak. Now, all of these products have been pretty dope to me, especially for exfoliating the body. I feel like it got rid of all the dead skin cells and really helped me to absorb this wonderful, magnificent oil that I have that I am obsessed with. Let me show you guys what I have left. It has been a month and we are here. And I don't want to talk about why we are here, because nobody explained to me this whole part in marriage that said what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. Sir, no, this is not yours. I'm going to have to go and buy him his own bottle, because this stuff right here, whew, it's got my skin feeling like skin again. It stopped all the peeling in the crustacean areas up here, and it's like one of those oils that absorbs so well into my skin, like that I can go pee in the middle of the night and not have to worry about sliding off the toilet. So yes, that oil has been a blessing, so shout out to BODYLUV for that. This particular set retails for $74.99, and if you did want, you can purchase all of these items separately. I do find them to be fairly priced. This bottle right here, where did I put it, is $20. Like, I'm gonna stock up on a couple of these because this right here is like gold for me. I've also been using it to keep the belly area nice and moist, and I'm gonna keep you guys up to date and see if this little bottle of magic here helped us to keep those stretch marks away. So into week 9 now, the headaches continued. They weren't really bad headaches, they were just consistent, irritating headaches. From week 9 to the end of the first trimester, I dealt with that, and in the middle of that I had like 2 really bad migraines, which included vomiting and sweats and like just intense pain. And since I'm pregnant, like, I really didn't want to take anything because, you know, like, I know they say you could take Tylenol, but Tylenol never worked for me, period. So I just didn't want to waste my time, so I didn't even bother with it. I just put an ice pack on behind my neck and would just go to sleep, because that was really the only thing that was helping with that. So we get into week 10 now. Lord, finally got the nipple area situated and they're nice and moisturized, and then now I'm realizing, like, what is that? Oh, it's just a skin tag. What? Where did these come from? On my nipple, of all places, like 2 random brand new skin tags that I've never seen in my life. I tend to have them up here, and I find they've been popping up with age. I do know that women in my family tend to get them here or there, so it's not like I didn't expect them. I just didn't expect them here and out of the blue like that. I did ask the doctor about it, and he did say that skin tags can be a result of hormonal surges, and it's normal, and that after birth and breastfeeding and all that, I can eventually get them removed. But I'm not here for all that skin tagginess. Hey, ew, they're gross. So now we got into week 11, and now I have bleeding gums. Every time I brush my teeth, like, the amount of blood that's coming out is ridiculous. The bottom wasn't so bad, but up top of here, swollen. Like, I have a permanent retainer behind, and just trying to floss between the teeth was like a blood show every single time. Nobody told me about the whole bleeding gums and bloody gums, and nobody even told me about that. I had no idea that that was even a thing. So shout out to Dr. Google, because I was starting to worry that all my teeth were gonna fall out. After that, around week 12, my appetite came back in full force. I could eat whatever I wanted. I was fine again. I didn't have to force myself to eat, so that was definitely a plus. But then, in return for getting my appetite back, I started having nosebleeds. I am not a nosebleed type of person. That's not something I ever really experienced. It wasn't a heavy nosebleed, like I'd blow my nose and just see like bloody residuals. And then if like I had any boogers or anything, sorry TMI, I know it's gross. If you're not into boogers, just don't watch this part of the video. But they would all be like bloody and, I don't know, gross, weird. But yes, that's also something that I had no idea to expect. Last but not least, week 13, which was the last week of our first trimester, the cravings got ridiculous. Salt and vinegar chips. I could not get enough of salt and vinegar chips, pickles, and ice cream sandwiches. The old school, old-fashioned ice cream sandwiches, not the Napolitan with the vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. No, I just want the chocolate sandwich with vanilla ice cream. And if y'all know me, you also know that I do not like chocolate, and I am still hooked on these ice cream sandwiches all up to now, that I have to fight myself not to eat more than one a day. But yes, guys, those are my updates. That's what the first trimester was like. Once we hit the third trimester, I will be back to give you guys more information about the second one. If you guys have any questions or want to know anything or have any good advice for me, let me know down below. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey, and I will see you guys in my next video.